All right, so I've been doing semen retention for quite some time now, and I've experimented with it in the past. I always got around 20 days or 30 days or 40 days, and I ended up dating women, going off of it. Now, due to the coronavirus lockdown, I've really been able to just focus on business and myself and my life and stop chasing girls for a period of time, and it has been incredible. So this is my personal experience. I'm going to be discussing my personal experience with semen retention and 90 days, 100 days type of time frame. Currently on day 108. I wanted to do this video a few days ago, but it was just raining and so on and so forth. Now, the quick summary I can give is past 90 days or 100 days type of range of semen retention. It's like playing life on easy mode, all right? If this were a video game, remember when there's like the difficulty mode, hard mode, extreme mode, whatever, normal mode, easy mode? If you are masturbating to porn daily or almost daily, you are playing life on hard mode, okay? Your life is more difficult than it has to be in every key area, in every area of your life. Socializing, focusing, making money, you know, being an outgoing, attractive personality and man, right? And you're gonna be, your level of masculinity is gonna be the lowest that it could possibly ever be for you if you are masturbating very often to porn. Now, normal mode life is probably the guy that's dating, has a girlfriend, and he's having frequent sex. Okay, that's normal mode. And that's fine, but you could be successful on that. You could be a masculine dude and be doing that. You could, you know, achieve whatever you want. But if you are in a phase of your life where you want to maybe overcome porn addiction or just move into self-mastery, self-development, and you want to skyrocket your life, and you want to prioritize your mission and your goals and your future, your success over the current pleasure of, you know, experiencing women and dating, which, don't get me wrong, that's great. I absolutely love it. And I will be doing it in the future, don't worry. If you want to take a temporary, maybe we can call this a sabbatical or a break, and just focus on self-mastery, do the NoFap semen retention journey. After a few months, 2 or 3 months, 90 days, 100 days, you're playing life on easy mode, if not ultra easy mode. So you're gonna be the most masculine that you've ever been in your life. You're going to be the most confident, you're going to be stronger, you're going to feel great. And any challenges, you're going to meet them and they're just going to feel easier than they've ever felt, right? So I want to get into some specific factors here. So the first thing I want to talk about, and it's a core facet of semen retention, is I now just think of it in my head as masculinity enhancement, okay? Retaining your sperm, the essence that makes you a man, is going to increase your masculinity naturally. There's no other source or tactic or technique or anything out there that can dramatically skyrocket your masculinity compared to semen retention, right? It's the #1 way to do it, in my opinion. Now, what does that mean, all right? We live in a time where guys are confused about masculinity. So, for me, I think of masculinity as being the masculine attributes, right? So you're going to be more powerful, you're going to be more disciplined, okay? You're going to be focused on your mission, your long-term success, rather than the pleasure seeking, okay? You're going to be a disciplined behavior led by, you know, like your logic rather than by your emotions, all right? Feminine is highly emotional, it's being led by their emotions. And there's a reason for that. Men and women, we're supposed to be yin and yang, right? The opposites sides of the same thing. So what I see is an issue today is masculinized women who are more logical and less emotional. And I see feminized men who are led by their emotions and not by their discipline. So in my personal experience, the #2 most impressive factor and experience that has happened after my 100 days of semen retention, or really, you know, during this journey, you know, days 70, the whole journey I was working on it, is a new business, right? So I've been a men's dating coach for a long time. I have also a company called Pro Dating Assistant where we manage dating apps for busy guys. But my part-time sort of hobby business was trying to do websites. And that's been going on for almost 2 years with my business partner. And we were both doing the website thing as a side hustle, sort of a side little thing, really not putting much effort into it. And lo and behold, what you put into things is what you get out of it. So we put like a joke amount of effort into it, and we did a very few amount of websites over a 2-year period. Maybe one website the first year, 1 or 2 websites the next year for a friend and for someone else. We tried a little bit of outreach, we tried sending emails, we tried cold calling, but really half-assed, really low effort, not focused. Well, when the lockdown happened, he was in a position where his full-time job became a part-time job, and he was able to work on our digital agency full-time. And I said, hey, my in-person coaching is non-existent now because of lockdown. My pro dating assistant is fairly automated. My team does all the work mainly. So I have all the free time in the world now too. Let's dedicate and hustle on the digital agency. Well, long story short, lockdown time is the worst economy ever. Nobody has money. Nobody's gonna spend any money. All businesses are shut down. They're all scared. Well, we started a business. We started hitting outreach and doing everything serious, like just a full-time normal job. And in the first 5 weeks, we brought in $9,000 in sales. Well, I did. I'm the sales guy. He's the developer. I brought in $9,000 in sales. Well, you know, obviously we're a team, and he helps me with the outreach, with a lot of the email stuff. I do some of the calls and talk to all the people. Anyway, we've sold $9,000 in probably the worst lockdown, cash-strapped time for people. Businesses, some, not everybody, some will always have money. Will always have money set aside, and they look at this as a great time. So during the worst economic situation, we built a brand new business, and in 5 weeks we made $9,000 in sales. You know, the projects, some they pay half up front, so we're waiting on some of the other payments. You know, they take time, projects. But we have even more leads and interested people for the month of June, right? As I'm talking to you, it's June 8th. So we'll probably, our revenue will probably be 8 grand, 9 grand, 10 grand for June, right? So it's, to me, very impressive. So I've increased my business income because that is, you know, honestly, that is more than I would make with the coaching by quite a bit. You know, it's more than double. Pro Dating Assistant does okay, but it requires no time input, basically, so that's why I love it. But now, I've doubled or tripled my business income, and it's in a new business, brand new, during the worst economic time ever. So as this lockdown ends and we come out of it, and people are having more money come in, I mean, we're only going to do better and better and better. So, you know, our goal is, you know, 15 grand a month, 20 grand a month, and so on and so forth over this next year. So it's very exciting, it's awesome, and for me, you know, I think definitely, my business partner is also into semen retention, so it's very interesting. So, you know, we're both on this path of self-improvement, semen retention, and we are just so magnetic to the things that we want. We're more masculine, we're more disciplined. Now, the third factor, and something that I don't think I talked about in any of my other semen retention videos, like I think I did day 12, day 30, day 75, whatever I did. The third factor is around, I can't remember exactly, maybe it was around day 75 or so, and that range to now, I've been increasingly feeling more spiritual, which is very interesting for me because I'm a really logical, scientific, analytical type of thinker, and I am, I've always, when I was younger, I considered myself an atheist. Now I actually, if you read up all these terminologies, I would say what I believe is closer to pantheism, if you want to Google it and look into something. I don't believe that there's no God. I believe that everything is a god or an energy field, right? Something like the Force in Star Wars, where everything in the universe is energy, and we're part of that. So, like Yoda says in Empire Strikes Back, the Force, it's around us, life creates it, life grows it, it's inside of us, it's inside the rock, and so on and so forth. That's energy. It's in everything. It's in the air, it's in the universe, it's the planet itself, it's us, and it's everything in between, right? So everything is energy, and everything is on a frequency, and this is getting into this sort of like law of attraction type of stuff. And I can't obviously explain all of it, but I've been feeling more spiritual, more like I'm living at a higher frequency, like I'm walking a path of more purity, that I am more magnetic to things of a higher vibration, right? So maybe like this higher level of business success I'm experiencing, maybe that's a higher frequency or a higher vibration that I am now sort of, whatever it would be called, vibrating at. And so now I'm attracting these things. I'm doing the actions and the behaviors that are in alignment with this new type of reality, right? So if you think about it in another example, something like a guy that's struggling with women, you could, there's multiple sides to the truth based on your perspective, right? So you could be a guy and you could say, meeting women is so difficult and so hard, there's no hot girls anywhere, why would any girl stop and talk to me, I'm just some guy. And that could be true for you. That same guy can say, there's beautiful women everywhere. Every time I leave my house, there's girls everywhere. All you gotta do is go and talk to them. All I gotta do is go and talk to them, flirt a little bit, and some of them will be interested. It's so easy to meet women, so fun and easy to meet women. What's the difference in those guys, right? We could say, you know, for my whole coaching, I've been saying it's behaviors based on mindset, based on beliefs. But now, you know, what is there some energetic frequency or vibration element below the mindset, right? Where do the thoughts come from? Where do the beliefs come from? Is a thought an electronic frequency, right? So obviously I'm no expert on this. It's all new territory to me, really, but it feels right. It makes sense, and I would say as I've gone on this this semen retention journey, it seems I'm more in alignment with this. I feel like I'm at a higher frequency. I feel like I'm at some different vibration where I see things differently, and now I see other people that are maybe on a different frequency or a different vibration, and I could see like the struggle vibration. It's something like a pattern. It's like a record that people they're struggling with their job, with their boss. They're struggling to have money come in. They're struggling with women and dating. Why? What's the struggle? To me, everything is easy. Everything is a flow and abundance, and it's beautiful. There's some challenges, but can you not meet those challenges with like joy and pleasure or contentment, right? Who says the challenges have to be this like angering like struggle, right? The struggle doesn't have to be a negative experience. It could be a positive self-growth challenge, right? So that's what I'm saying when I say spiritual, like my internal experience meeting the external world, right? And if it's something of energy, of frequencies or whatever, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I think it is. So now just some other things I've been doing is, you know, since the lockdown happened, I've got serious. I got on semen retention, or I was on semen retention before the lockdown, but I got very serious about it. I got very serious about, you know, health, fitness, business, all this stuff, and the results have now blossomed. So it's something like planting a seed, and you got to water it, and it takes time to sprout out of the surface, right? So I think most people don't have the patience and the or courage or discipline to stay the course and manifest the results, right? So say you want to get in great shape, but you eat like shit and you're not used to working out. Well, you got to work out and eat great for a few months to have your body look noticeably much better, right? Now, if you work out a little bit, you see a little bit of results, but it's easy to get discouraged and give up, and most people won't stay that course, right? If you want to start a business, it's probably the best example. You gotta hustle, 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 put in hours and hours and hours and hours, and it takes months before you see the real results, all right? The people that I reach out to now and I talk to, they'll probably become clients in 6 weeks or 8 weeks or 10 months, something from now. 10 weeks from now. Nobody's you're going to talk to today is going to become a client today, or very, very rarely. So business is like the ultimate example. You got to put in work, and just have faith and believe that the you know, seed is going to sprout and come through the surface. So really interesting stuff. But now what I'm questioning is, look at the compound effect of all these enhanced masculinity semen retention benefits. I am disciplined, I'm focused, I'm motivated, I'm at a higher energy frequency, so I just wake up and I do what's necessary, and you know, I'm eating the best I've ever eaten in my life. I feel the best I've ever felt. I'm working out consistently, and my body looks the best it's probably ever looked. Definitely, I think. And my business and my success is doing great, right? So it's a global pandemic lockdown, and everybody that's obsessed with the news and media, false media, fake media, is scared and in fear mode. And I'm in pleasure mode. Every day is amazing, right? So I'm in lockdown and loving it. That's what I'm saying. I'm in the lockdown and loving it. This is the best time of my life. It's incredible. I love every day. I wake up and every day is amazing. Every day is awesome. And I meet the challenges and tasks of the day with joy. What's the struggle? There's no struggle. Whatever you gotta do, you know what it is. That's your work. Put in the work and do it. And then you get the result. So everything just seems very simple, very easy, and very basic to me now. I understand whatever I want to do, it's going to require X, Y, and Z, just wake up and do X, Y, and Z. There's no complication to that. I'm in alignment with what I want to do, and life is easy. So that's my summary. Day 108, semen retention, life is easy mode, everything is great, and I'm in alignment with everything that I want to do. I'm moving in the direction that I want to move, and so I see the big picture. There's no struggle. I've reframed anything as a challenge to self-growth, and it's beautiful. That's the way it's supposed to be. You can't have a life and not have a challenge and not have growth. Well, I mean, you can if you're the sheep pursuing safety, comfort, and pleasure, but that's going to lead to unhappiness and failure and everything. So that's my wrap up on semen retention, day 108, whatever I label this as, day 100, I don't know. So hope you enjoyed this video. Click subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and yeah, comment below if you have any questions. I'll answer them. I try to read every comment and answer it, except for the really dumb ones. I just ignore those. All right, see you soon.